Hey everybody, what's up? It's Rick from MOCERI Building Blocks here and Brick Builders MD, and I wanted to show the residential road prototypes here hooked up to the road system and how they're going to work with our road system once we come out with the road packs. Again, just a reminder, there are no prints. The prints haven't been manufactured yet, so anywhere there would be a print like the street address numbers right here, and right here, you know, they're not there, and things like that. And these two white beams are supposed to be beige, but they weren't available in beige when I got the prototype parts. So that's the couple of things I had to just make you aware of in the first place. But I wanted to explain how the residential row sets are going to work with the curb system, basically. Because as you know, I'll show you close up here, our set ends here at the end of the three tile wide sidewalk, right? As you can see here on the side, where the green base plate, well, not base plate, where the green plate ends is where our set ends. But we are coming out with road packs that we're designing that are just like these roads. These are, what's the company? I can't remember right now, but it's a company from Amazon. And Strictly Bricks. These are Strictly Bricks road plates, okay? They are not base plate road plates. They are plate road plates, as you can see by the thickness, okay? Another thing I love about them is they are only 5 studs on the outside, not 6 like Legos, okay? So it makes it wide enough to comfortably fit both 6 and 8 stud cars, okay? Another reason I use them. I have an 8 stud tile right here to show. That's an 8 stud wide, you know, so 6s and 8s both look great on here. And then it also works with our mills system because we don't mills plate our sets. We just plate them because we use the plate roads. So all you have to do is mills the bottom with a row of plates basically spaced out, you know, and it'll bring you to the same height as the roads. So we are designing our own road plate packs that are going to come out towards the end of the 12 residential row sets that are going to complete the whole neighborhood. And they're going to be halves. They're going to be 16 to 16 instead of 32, so that there's going to be more customizability with the row homes as far as like how you want to do it. And they're all going to come with the pieces for the curb line. Like it won't be put together. It'll come in a pack and you'll build it yourself, and it'll come with like a sewer and the curb lines and the gray plate pieces. And we're going to release them as like little side add-on packs. And some will have the street sign, some will have a bench maybe, you know, things that you can add to your sidewalk if you want to, and extra tile pieces to switch out here if you want, and add on to the residential row streets. So we're going to add some more customizability with the road plate packs. And we're purposely going to do it this way so that, you know, even if you have a Lego city and, you know, your Lego city already has a mill system, you already use Legos road plates, anything like that, we're designing this all to be, for residential road, to be its own self-contained neighborhood. So this would be a case of where, like, once you have all the houses, or however many houses you have, you know, the whole neighborhood is going to be 6 on one side of the street and 6 on the other side of the street. It's going to be, you know, and then you have the curve here on this end, and then there's going to be a curve on the other end too. There's probably going to be a corner bar at the one end of the street, or at this corner, or this corner. I'm still figuring it out. And then there's going to be like a Poppy store on one of the corners too. I'm trying to make it a very realistic urban neighborhood, you know. So yeah, so like, you know, so with the base plates, you'll be able to customize it if you want to take, say you don't like one house and you want to take it out and just have your street be 4 houses on one side instead of 6. That's why we're doing the half road plates too, so that you'll be able to customize it. And no matter what, you'll be able to make residential row its own self-contained neighborhood with our base plate system, our road plate system, and just, you know, plop it next to your existing city, make it a whole new section of the city, and transition it into your other road system, you know, from residential road being its own road system, you know. So that's the plan. That's how we're trying to do it. Unfortunately, I didn't have a gray piece for this curved piece right here. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like our set, like here, I'll pop one off. Let me sit the phone down for a sec here. Let me try to do it with the phone in my hand. This is why I need a cameraman to film this stuff for me. But yeah, I can't really pop it off while I'm holding the phone. But if I pop the set off, you would see our set would separate and come apart, and then the curb would still be here. You know, that's what I'm trying to say with the way it's going to work, you know. So I just wanted to show how it's going to look once it is locked on to the road system and everything, so that you can get an idea of how it's going to work with the curbs and everything. And you know, even with the end houses, you know, you're going to have the side view of the property too, like this, like, you know, how one residential row's front door is actually there on the side, and you come in through this entrance here into the driveway. Whoop, knocked the street sign over there. But yeah, so. See, and this is also how we're going to design the street signs for residential row. Let me see here. We kind of used the Funhold design, how Funhold does their street signs, but we just used the one stud at the bottom so that it can get added onto the curb, not onto the sidewalk. So it's not going to be part of any of the sets. It's not like one residential row house is going to come with the street sign. One of the curb packs will come with the street sign, and it will have residential row on the street. And then we'll give some name to the cross street too, or something, you know. So, so yeah. So I just wanted to show, you know, and then like, you know, you can see here. That's why when you buy like one residential row, for instance, when you buy this set, you'll notice this ramp for the car, for the driveway, comes out one stud further than the sidewalk. That's because when you lock it onto the road, it's going to tuck in next to the curb line on your road plate. You know, so that's, again, our set stops at this line here, except for this ramp that came out. You know, so when you see one residential row sitting there, like I'll show in a picture here, you don't see that curb line there because the curb line is going to be part of the road plate pack. Okay. I just wanted to explain that to everybody. And we're going to be doing another video in a little bit. We're going to show all the interiors real good and everything too. Okay. So I just really wanted to, because I feel like, you know, people see the sets and probably think, oh, the sidewalk's small, you know, and we purposely designed the sidewalk 3 stud wide because we knew the 4 stud was going to be that sidewalk locking on. And we also knew that we were planning the road plates to have the 5 stud wide end on it, you know. So I just wanted to finally give her, you know, now that I have the prototypes and I can show it without having to, you know, build a whole road and studio. It's a lot easier for me to do it physically and show you guys. So just wanted to show everybody what it's going to look like and how it's, you know, how the corner is going to wrap around that first house and then also wrap around the last house down here, you know. So, and then we're also going to release like alleyway packs and stuff too that will work in conjunction with the half road plate size of our road packs, you know, and alleyways for the backs, things like that. Like we're gonna have a lot of add-on stuff to go with residential row. That's, you know, it's gonna do some cool things. Maybe some store kiosks for these areas on the road plates and stuff. You know what I mean? Like you'll see. It's gonna be really cool what we got coming in the future. So yeah. So I just wanted to show everybody that, and all. The last little flat shot from the street view here. I tried to put, you know, obviously the minifigs aren't ours. We're going to be using Go Brick style minifigs, but I just wanted to put some that I had laying around in there to make it look alive, you know. So, all right, talk to everybody later and stay tuned for the other video doing tours of the interiors. Thanks a lot. Bye.